RTR Petrol Trust can smell beer like a shark can smell blood from a mile away. Off he goes to the pub. Anyway, RTR caused a traffic jam in a tunnel, caused a major congestion.
You know what to do, chat. Let's go.
Fam. I'm listening Sweet Caroline in the car, fam. My number one car jam. In the West End, top down, listening pop sound, brazen, pop loud. What man? Don't be a cock lad. You are not bad. Cause when this song comes on, you're singing it loud and proud like a pop fan, boss man.
As of Friday night, we are P16 worldwide, 16th fastest in the world. And lo and behold, we jump into a race. There's 4 RTR drivers, myself, Chris, Petrol Trust and Dreamcatcher in P4 there. And we're joined by RTR Chris, who is currently P4? P5, 5th fastest in the world. He is currently 3/10 faster than my time. But admittedly, after the race, he said it was his first race of the week. Now, as you can see, Chris just hit that barrier after T1. If anyone has done this race this week, knows that if you hit that barrier, that wall, you are getting a barrier collision penalty of 1.5 seconds. And Chris doesn't actually get it, so it does confuse me a bit. Dreamcatcher and Petrol Trust have been racing here all week. And they know, because they've started behind me, how many times I've hit that wall. I've hit that wall probably 10 to 15 times this week. Each time I've got a penny, first lap. And it's caused major havoc for me because I'm losing like 5-6 places because everyone's all bunched up at the beginning. And that's a massive mistake. But anyway, I'm not sure about these pennies at this track. Sometimes they count, sometimes they don't. As you'll see in lap 2. But anyway, we're trying to chase down RTR Chris. At this point, I'm thinking, oh my days, he's just going to leave us. Like, he is 3/10 faster than us at this track. So, over 4 laps, you're looking at like 1.2 seconds, which like he could put away from us. And like that's doable. And so it's about trying to stay in the slipstream. As you can see from lap 1, he's a bit, I would say, not warmed up. I'd say myself, Petrol, Dreamcatcher, we're probably like 4 or 5 races in by now. And Chris obviously just jumps in. So yeah, as you can see, we're pulling away from Petrol and Dreamcatcher. At this point, I'm thinking, oh yeah, triple podium, RTR quadruple, like we're gonna get the top 4. So anyway, we carry on. And we're following Chris around Grand Valley. It's 4 laps here, it's quite a short race. Maybe it could have been longer. As you can see, Chris is a bit laggy this race, which is quite unusual for a daily race. Maybe if we was in a lobby, I'd be like, okay, that's cool. That's understandable. Maybe he's on a PS4 or something, you know. But in a daily race, this is a top split race. This is where the creme de la creme are, you know what I mean? So, to see lag in such lobbies is a bit disappointing. So, I don't know if that is the issue, but Chris admittedly said after the race, you know, he thought he would have got at least 4 or 5 penalties during this race. So, is it an issue of Gran Turismo? Is it fixed? Is it broken? Is there still bugs in the system? I don't know. It's a question, but from my perspective, I know I've got a lot of pennies this week. I've won a lot of races as well, but when I'm due a penny, I'm due a penny. Like, there's no like if or ums. There's no grey areas like black and white. Do you know what I mean? You hit that wall, you get a penny. As you can see here, I'm out the exit trying to keep hold of Chris. You can hear his car, he smashes that wall. I kind of graze it. Look what happens. 1.5 second penny for me. Nothing for Chris. I don't know where Petrol got the penny, the 1 second penny from. Maybe you can enlighten us in the comments. But I just think it's very strange. Like, obviously, that's my own fault for hitting the wall, first and foremost. But, you know, that's one thing I always say. Don't follow other drivers' lines, you know. Always try and stick to your line. But it's such an interesting race, man. Like, Chris is obviously fast, but you can tell he's not warmed up, right? So like, me and Petrol and Dream catch up. We're all like sharks, man. We're all moving like Prince William, where we should be moving like Prince Harry and just like overtaking and stuff. Obviously, as team members, we like to be as fair as we can. We don't like to hustle and bustle. We do sometimes play rough, but we always go for. We are based on clean driving, fast driving. So that is what we're here for. Top split racing. And the thing is, like, you do get the odd nudge here, the odd bump here, and that's just part of racing. But in Gran Turismo's eyes, you won't get a clean race bonus for that. And when you're like 1 tenth, 2 tenths behind someone, it's marginal, it's so fine. Like, if someone breaks a millisecond late, you're gonna slightly tap them. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's 99% of the time it's unintentional, and you can't take it personal either. Like, you just have to move on in the next race and just like not hold grudges. And if you do that in racing, then you never get anywhere. But as you can see, that penalty's cost me, I don't know, where was I? Second, third, and now I'm down to P6. And do you know what I mean? It's not consistent in the penalty system. So I don't know if you've suffered the same thing. I feel like a bit of an injustice in this race. But shouts out to the RTR team. I'm glad that we got the win as well. Westman, who is from MGTK, has also been racing us a lot this week in day race B at Grand Valley, and we've had some good races with him. So yeah, it's been 80% of the time it's been good until you get pennies. So it's a good race, good daily race. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. I didn't expect I would. It's a track that I've always avoided. I set a time, and unfortunately for myself I was fast, and I took advantage of it. I make a bold move here, I'm not gonna lie. I was annoyed by the penalty, man. I was just like, I've got a penalty for no reason, like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think the guy kind of understands, because he knows I'm a lot faster. It could be, you know, like, you can sense someone pulling you in. Obviously now the Italian's got a penalty, so I'm like, alright, so I'm going to get P4 at least. So that's not too bad, not a bad recovery, but yeah, I hit the wall there. I'm surprised I didn't get a penalty, do you know what I mean? So I just wonder about this game sometimes, like, is it there? Like, we're 2.5 years in, man. They changed the physics completely. It's taken me personally a few weeks to get used to. Like, everyone I speak to has a different opinion on it. But I think once you get used to the braking, the way the car turns into corners, it is starting to become like the old Gran Turismo. So yeah, it was a brilliant race. I say this is the race of the week, although we didn't get a podium. We've had lots of triple podiums this week. Shouts out to RTR Chris and Dreamcatcher, who do get the double podium. I do miss out slightly. God knows what happened to Petrol Trust in this race, but that's what happens in top split racing. But yeah, it's been a pleasure racing with all the 4 Talent Racing team members this week, and hopefully I'll catch you next week. Until next time, take good care.